today. How's everybody? I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing this really cute Hobbit haul, and it is Hello Kitty inspired since you guys loved the last one so much. And so without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So like I said, a little bit of a different one. We haven't built a Hobbit haul on this channel yet. We're just starting by making this, I guess it's a rectangle, not a square. It's going to be a 5 by 4, so 5 along, 4 upwards. And then we also break this little 3 area at the top, as you can see. And then we move on to making this 3 by 3 on just both sides. And that's where the outside of our Hobbit hole is going to be, as you see shortly. But first I'm going to start by breaking all of the inside of our build. So for this, we actually go 13 along, I believe. So it's the length of the Hobbit hole we just broke, and then like 1 on either side, because you'll see we'll fill in the walls in a second as well. And we also just break 4 upwards, and then we're going to be going 7 backwards, if you get what I mean. I keep on doing these hand gestures every time as if you guys can see me. I've considered doing this with a face cam, but I was like, no, I don't know if I can bring myself to do that or not. But as you can see, I've sped all of this up because honestly, this was such a long and boring process. I also find the sound of sped up Minecraft box breaking kind of satisfying. I really don't know why. That might just be me. I feel like I'm kind of weird with that one. I don't know. And then we're also breaking the floor as well, just to save us some time in a minute also. We're then going to fill the floor in with the cherry planks. There's so much speeding up in this bit. I promise, like, after this and the walls, it's all normal speed. But like, it was so boring. I didn't want to put you through that. And then we're doing a birch ceiling as well. I did kind of want to make it a bit more interesting than this, but honestly, I felt like going for simplicity for this build. I don't know why. I don't often opt for simplicity, if I'm being totally honest, but for this one I did. We then make the walls out of this white wool as well. You'll see later on we do a little bit of texturing. This is the last bit of speeded up footage, I promise. I just didn't think anyone wanted to watch me place blocks. I would just pause it in between each one as you're doing that. But then we're doing the outside of a Hobbit hole. So we're starting with just the white wool, just the same. And we're filling in basically everything we've done, but we're leaving this gap. Just this small 3 by 4? Or 3 by 2? Or is it 3 by 3? Oh god. It's a 3 by 3. Why does that not look square to me? Sorry. I can never remember off the top of my head, so most of the time I count as I go. And I was just being stupid there. But we're filling in that small 3 by 3 with yellow wool, as you just witnessed. And then we're doing a little bit of texturing with the white concrete powder as well. As I said previously, be a little careful with this. It is a gravity block. It will fall all over the place. It falls on me in like a bit later on. So don't worry about it. You just might have to replace some blocks along the way. Hopefully I also added in a materials list. I keep on hearing you guys with the comments. I promised in my recent video I added a materials list, and I promise from now on I will add them. I swear. I swear. But yeah, we're finishing up that texturing, and then we're adding in just these walls. We're not gonna do the entire interior. I just felt like because I had the wool in my hand, I might as well. We just added in 2 on either side and then textured the walls. Also, this interior was a little bit of a tricky one for me. You'll see in a bit. I just like wasn't entirely sure what to do with this space. I feel like if I made this in survival, probably would make it a bit bigger. I didn't want to make it too huge, but like that is kind of the beauty of it not having an exterior, is like it can go off in any random direction, any which way. You could have like a basement and everything. You could definitely fit all of your survival stuff you need in this build. Do not worry about that. This one is definitely more practical. We're then adding in the Hobbit hole bits. This is with the stairs and the trapdoors, and you'll see the slabs. Just follow along. Obviously there's not a whole ton for me to explain here. I just place the trapdoor, then the stair, then the trapdoor like facing upwards. I skip a block because you'll see when we do the side smaller circles that gets filled in, and then we use these slabs on top as well. Just going around in that circle, it definitely gives it that Hobbit hole-esque kind of vibe. Oh, I'm such a Lord of the Rings fan, unlike The Hobbit. The Hobbit, controversially, I do like The Hobbit more than The Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. So many people have like bashed me for that before. And I'm like, I don't know, I just like it more. But oh my god, they are some long films. Like I really want to rewatch them, but I'm like, do I have the time to sit down and rewatch like 9 hours worth of videos? I don't know. As you can see there, by the way, we just placed in an extra block and then placed a trapdoor. It's just because I wanted to put it on like the outside of the block, if you get technically on the other block, I guess, but it was difficult to do that the other way around, so that's the way I chose to do it. I'm putting a slab on top, and honestly, like, that's most of the interior complete. You'll see right at the end of the build we add in all of like the cute Hello Kitty little details and stuff like that, and the ears on top, which I mean truly make the build Hello Kitty themed. But for now, I just zoomed out there so you could see a little bit clearer, because some of you guys have been asking me for that as well, which is totally okay. Unfortunately, because the update is so new, I would normally use this mod called the replay mod. And for those of you who don't know, that literally lets you like zoom out and like witness your character. I don't know, what is your Minecraft thing called? It's not really an avatar. I guess it kind of is. Besides the point, it lets you zoom out and so you can see what I'm doing from like a distance, basically. But here we're adding in that interior. It is pretty basic, I won't lie. I didn't pop off with the interior today, unfortunately. But I did add in this little wardrobe detail, which I thought was kind of cool. So we used some trapdoors on the side. You could definitely put some like armor and stuff in there for this. I didn't. And then we put the doors, but like on the same block as the armor stand was, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. I feel like it was relatively clear. I've been trying to slow myself down as I've been doing these builds, because like I've really been listening to you guys in the comments. I really have, and I just want to make the videos a little bit better for you all, because I guess what seems quite simple to me is probably not as simple to everyone else, because I mean I'm the one who came up with this, so like obviously it seems obvious to me, but I feel like I wasn't looking from the perspective of everyone else. So I've been trying to slow it down a little bit. We tried to make the floor a little bit more interesting for this kitchen area. I used some calcite. Haven't used that in a build in a really long time, actually. So it was a nice little change. And then we're adding in this sort of kitchen island. This was very small. I kind of felt like I wanted to expand this room, but just for the purpose of this video and tutorial, this is so easy for you guys to get very like creative and like run wild with. So I kind of wanted to leave that up to you all. Plus, I'm just not the best making interiors. We added some barrels there for storage. Like, you have everything you need in this build apart from a crafting table. I'm so guilty of never including crafting tables in my builds. I'm so sorry. It's just that it's so ugly. I'm sorry. Crafting tables, they're just ugly. They are just ugly. If we could have like different colored ones, that would be awesome. I would love that. Can you imagine if we had a cherry blossom crafting table? It would fit so perfectly, but they're just like a little bit ugly right now. They're just a little bit ugly. So I would hide that somewhere if I was you. Put it under the floors, put it in this aquarium for like I don't like it in sight of things. In fairness, I did have a thought just then. It could be a good like plant base. You see how a second minute ago I used like the barrel? You could use the crafting table, and it wouldn't look half bad. I feel like you could make it work. I feel like somebody can make it work. I don't know if I'm the one to make it work there. I did change my mind on this little aquarium and move it downwards just because of how you place the water. It gets really, really annoying. You could definitely, instead of adding this aquarium fish tank, it's not really an aquarium. I don't know why I keep on calling it that. Instead of adding in this fish tank, you could definitely add in some other little bits, or even like a basement or something down there would probably be more practical and more useful. You can see the little fishes in there. I know fish isn't a word, but fishes should be, it's like sheeps should be a word in my opinion. I don't know why, it just should. Okay, don't judge me. Don't judge me. We're adding in some like final lighting and some of the carpets that I low-key forgot to add in earlier, but we don't talk about that. We have them in now. And honestly, that was it for the interior. Like I said, could have done more. I feel like you guys can come up with better things for that than I can. But I was so unsure. Like, I was playing around with it for like hours, trying to figure out what to do, and I just could not come up with anything to save my life. I just couldn't. We're adding in those whiskers again there. We're using some deep slate slabs. I think it's the smooth or the polished. I think they're called polished, not smooth. I can't keep up with all the different blocks in Minecraft now. There's so many different things there. You know what I'm on about. You know what I'm on about. And then we add in the ears on the top, finally. This is like the most important part. This is what makes the build so adorable and it's so cute. I absolutely love. I won't lie, if I could go back and redo this, I would have done it on a slightly shallower hill. I can't speak now. A slightly shallower hill. I feel like that would have looked a bit nicer if the ears were a bit further down and closer together. So that's what I would recommend if you are trying this one out, but obviously you do you, find a hill, don't terraform it loads. That would be a right pain to do and probably really annoying, so don't stress too much. I still think it turned out really, really cute. And then we add in her bow, of course. Cannot forget her iconic little bow. I was thinking about trying this with like the redwood, the mangrove wood actually, because you do see Hello Kitty depicted with a lot of like red merchandising and stuff. Like she has a red bow, I feel like, in a lot of things, if I'm not mistaken. I could very well be mistaken. I'm not like the biggest Sanrio fan in the world. I'm really, really not. This has definitely got me more into it though. Like, all of it is so cute. I'm low-key a cinnamon roll fan, even though cinnamon roll is like a very blue themed character. I don't know, I love cinnamon roll so much. He's so cute. We're adding in this path finally and these leaves. I'm sorry if I talk too much. I can't decide if me chatting like this is super distracting and annoying, or if you guys love it. And I feel like it does divide opinion a little bit, because some people were saying in the comments how they love the voiceovers. It makes it more entertaining, makes it more fun. I love you guys, so sweet. And some other people were like, why are you talking about irrelevant things, just talk about what you're building? And I'm like, I get that, but like I kind of want to have a conversation with you all. I know I can't hear your responses, but I want to have a little chit chat. You know what I mean? I want to have a little convo. If I go live soon at some point, that would be great because you could actually respond and I could have proper little conversations with everybody. But who knows? I did these leaves kind of weirdly. I was not super happy with the leaves, but I was not about to rebuild the whole build because I placed some leaves in a kind of sort of ugly way. Do them however you like. It's not super important. It's not super important. I also bone milled the ground. Like I said in my last video, if you didn't see, if you bone mill the ground in one of these cherry blossom biomes, it literally just makes grass and those little pink petals. It fits the biome so perfectly. My only problem with this biome is just the lack of other flowers though. So we added in these tulips and these lilacs as well, and sort of just finished off the build. You can never have too many flowers or too many leaves, in my opinion. Like, that's literally impossible. The more foliage, the better. It can save a build, I promise. It has saved so many of my builds, I'm not even joking. If in doubt, add leaves and flowers everywhere. Leaves can hide a multitude of sins, you know, like it will fix all your problems, it'll be magical. Plant some trees around the place, build some trees if you can. I would advocate for building trees, but honestly, I kind of suck at building trees. I think trees are super hard to build sometimes, but if you can, like, custom trees look awesome, so I love that. And then we are done, just like that. That felt like it was over in an instant. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you enjoyed, everybody. I also just started channel memberships. If you would like to join and support the channel, that would mean the absolute world to me, but no pressure, I understand. Just please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you all next time. Bye!